I'm going to start a drawing here. It's going to be a 3/4 head portrait, and it's going to be looking that way. So let's see, I'm going to start around here. I'm going to put a circle. Here's my circle right here. And then I'm going to put down here another part. This is going to be like the jaw, so it's like the egg shape. This gives me the basic shape of the head, right like this. Okay? Great, right there. And that is the whole face, like that. Draw down like that. Then I'm going to put it here where I'm going to put the neck and the bottom of the neck. It's kind of just general guidelines for where I want to put parts at on this. I can always go back and change it. So now I want to say, where am I going to have the eyes on this? Let's say I'm going to have the eyes right across through here, kind of going around here. Now, the main center line of this is like this. Okay? Alright. So you don't want to put it in the middle, but you go over this way with it. And then my nose will be right there, I think. So many eye heights down, right about there maybe. And then a couple more, and you're down here with the mouth. That's the whole area of the mouth right there. Okay. Now you bring this on up, and then you got to decide where you're going to put the mouth. Well, I've already drawn it, so I just come up like this, and I put more on this side than I do this side. Okay, so like that. And then here is the bottom lip. Okay, so that gives me where the bottom lip's going to be. And it's going to kind of tell me where the chin is now. Because if that's the bottom lip, this is the chin going up right here. Okay. There we go, bottom lip. It's in. Now I'm going to put in here where I put the nose. And the nose is going to be more of the nostril is going to be on this side, by and far, than the other side. And the nose is going to come up like this, like that right there. Okay? That's a little too much right there. A little too much. Alright, that's good. Get rid of some of this. And then I'm going to put in where I'm going to have the eyes. If I put an eye right here, it's going to be closer onto the nose on this side than it is on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and put that one in on this side. And it's going to be a little bit further away. Quite a bit, looks like. Am I thinking of it? I'm drawing the eye shape. But now, this eye is, she's looking at it like she's drawing her own self-portrait. That's what I'm going to do it. So I'm going to put this eye coming in right here. Okay, and this other one is going to look like this. So the white of the eye, you have very little on one side and a whole lot on the other. You have like a tiny bit right there on this side. Very little on the other. I can bring this on up. Get rid of some of these guidelines now. Looks like I'm undrawing again. And that's basically what I'm doing when I'm drawing this. And then I come up on this side, right above the eye, and I can go back, and that's the eyebrow right there. Now if I want to put in her ears, I can. They'll attach to the jaw right down here and go up. Like that. That's the bottom. And she has a lobe right here. It comes up like that. We can put in the inner shapes later. For now, I think that's starting off. Maybe her neck was just a little too thin. I think that's better right there. And she's kind of bothering me that she doesn't have a second eyebrow. So I put that one up right there. I get rid of this in here. And I put in here the little dip that goes below this, below her nose. Okay? So now I got all this, and that's her nose. And it's coming down like this. Like that, right there. And I get rid of that right up there. Right there. And then right above this, you're going to put where her hair is going to be. Now I'm deciding that her hair will probably go over her ear. So this keeps basically me from drawing that part right there. And her hair is going to go on up like that on that side, and it's going to come down on the other. Alright, and then at the very top, I'm going to say this is the other part where her hair is. It goes around, and I'm actually just going in now and deciding where the side of her head is going to be. And maybe it comes down like this, and that's her cheekbone, and it goes out like that. So when you go like this on the edge, out, down, over, and back out again to get that side of the face. Now if that chin is too long, You can easily go back in and make it shorter. You want to make sure though it's not too short or else you'll look strange. Okay, now on this side I want to put some hair in. It's just so simple. All I got to do is just outline where her face is, come up, and then when I get to this, I'm thinking about letting that go right there, and then coming out down here with the rest of her hair right in this area. There you go. And that is her hairline on that side. In case you're having a little trouble following me, I kind of made that a little darker right there, a little bit more defined. But I might put in some eyelashes right here, and on this side some more on here. Get rid of that right there. Maybe put just a tiny bit of her nostril right here. Have this come up and around. Make sure her lips are full. There's not a whole lot of darkness on that bottom one. And that's not too bad for a 3/4 drawing. You can always go back in and put lots more detail in it. It depends on how much you want. It's up to you, really. When you're drawing this, that's her shirt, and her neck comes down like that. And that is a 3/4 drawing of the head of a female looking out this way. But her eyes are looking back toward us. Put that in there. That's a little bit of the highlights right there in her eye. And if I really wanted to, I could actually go in here and shade some of this above the eye, shade some of this above the eye, shade this on the side of the nose, underneath the mouth. But right now I just want to kind of show you basically how I'm laying in the parts of the face for a 3/4 drawing of a portrait. And it looks like she's looking back at a mirror. And I've corrected the jawline because I think it was too far up. Someone said, I think it's too far up too. Sometimes you can't see what you're doing. You actually need to take your drawing to someone who's watching you draw it, or someone who has another opinion of what you'd have about it, and it can make your drawing a lot better. So I kind of brought this down, squared that off just a little bit more, right through there.